There we go. Let's get this out on Twitter. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful world of the market. There we go. Tweet it out. What is everyone up to today? Oh, Simon slipped right in there real fast. Hey, Shredder, how's it going? Cassie, welcome to the live stream. Guest name, Josh, how's it going, man? How am I doing today? I am doing awesome today. So if you've noticed, if you happen to check the title before you came in, 100% win rate on 1348, question mark, question mark. No, I actually do have a losing trade on 1348. I'm doing really good on it, but so there was no live stream yesterday. I was ragged yesterday. It was just yeah, I just didn't feel good. I feel better today. It was don't want to go too in depth, but I think I need to cut back on carbonated drinks. Overworked, underpaid, story of my life. Yeah, Josh, that's that could be part of it. Yeah. But so yeah, I ended up not streaming yesterday. I actually went and got a haircut. I got a nice little undershave on it, so just kind of took yesterday as a day to relax, day to just unwind a bit. You know, it's cool being on here every day with everybody. You know, I love the community. I love doing these streams and everything. But yeah, it just little bit overworked, and just took a me day yesterday. So I did end up entering in. I entered some calls on Riot. I'm not sure, you know, there are certain rules when playing the 1348. I think it might have been my own fault. I think I did not pay attention to the RSI. I saw the technicals moving in the right direction, but I failed to notice the RSI on it. The good thing is, as I kind of gave it a look. Sounds good, except for not feeling well. Unplanned day off yesterday as well. Yeah, Cassie. Well, I hope you're feeling better too. It's just, you know, I needed that me day. I think it was actually, what day is it today? Today's Thursday. Oh, it would have been Tuesday I got my haircut. It was, yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday I got the haircut. Yesterday, just kind of me day. So yeah, it was actually, we'll look at, I got the alert, and I think just, you know, I think I'm going to look more towards the 4-hour alerts and playing, hey, Toad, how's it going? Go with the 4-hour alerts and look at playing it a little bit long term. So I'd mentioned before that I'd gotten an alert on IWM on the Russell where they were saying buy calls, and I looked at it through my technicals, that, you know, using my old technicals that I run, and it didn't look good. Well, I forget where it was. They gave the alert on Riot, and I looked at it, and looking at it, it looked like it was going to turn good, and it was going to start running the proper direction. And then I gave it a second look under my technicals and realized that it was right as it was fixing to turn around. So it was 4 contracts. I lost $10 per contract. I only lost $40 on it. The good thing was, you know, I recognized that it was turning right away. Like within 15-20 minutes, I'm like, nope, this is bad. Let me get out of it immediately. So yeah, I have my first loss using 1348. You know, it's not a perfect strategy, and again, it might have been my own fault. I might have misread. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? Welcome to live stream. Yeah, I haven't had the second interview yet. The first interview I think went really, really good. I'm just waiting to hear back on the second. Hey, Shredder, no problem. We'll catch you tomorrow, man. So yeah, you know, the 1348. You know, if you follow the rules, it increases your hit rate. I might have, you know, I don't even remember looking at the RSI. I saw it. It looked good. I entered. And because I actually missed out on a couple plays because I didn't enter quick enough. Well, I've got to start, you know, checking my homework better on some of these, because It was only $40, but $40 is $40. I don't want to record any losses if I can, if I can avoid it. Oh no, we want AMC. So this morning, some of y'all may have, I put the numbers up in Claybros. I ended up playing calls on AMC. Looking at it right now, I may not have been. We'll go over the options. I exited at 550. I was doing the April 20th 30s. Oh, wait a minute. April 20th 30s. So I got out at 250. So with where it is right now, I am still up on exiting those. I entered in at 228 and I exited at 250. And see, I did it as a set it and forget it. I entered the position. I saw, the movement and everything. I'm like, okay, what is a good price for me? I'm like, okay, if I exit at 250, that is, it's right about a 10% profit. So yeah, I entered those, got notification when it triggered. I'm like, okay, cool. Yep, got in, got out, bang, bang, 10% profit. If it closes, if it runs and closes, and granted, oh wait, nope. Wrong date. That's why the price. Okay, yeah, I am down. I would have been. That's more like a 288. I was on the wrong week. I saw the 22 on the year and thought that was the day. No, it was the April 22nd that I had. So I would be down on those right now, but I had a plan. I stuck to it. I captured profit. I got out of the position. Once you get out and you take profit, your risk is gone. That's that was the whole thing behind that was. I had the plan and I stuck to it, and the plan worked. So that is a winning trade. Granted, it's worth more now. It's worth more now, but it's a winner. And granted, had it moved up faster and more confidently, I would have probably, because I entered in 10 contracts. So that was when I exited. That was a $2,500 position that I exited. So the important thing was that I could have, had it ran up and been more confident on the way up, I could have gone and sold 7 contracts at, right about 40%, and I would have made the remaining 3 contracts free. It did not, it wasn't confidence inspiring going up, so I'm like, nah, let's just, let's take the winner and, we'll go for bigger gains later on. That's, it's more important to preserve capital than swing for the fences and make big gains, because you could sit there, if you make 10 trades and lose 9 of them, who says you're going to have money to make it to that 10th trade? So how is everyone else doing? I know our P&Ls are probably looking good with the. Granted, it's still a red day right now, but we have crossed over the 200. The important thing is, on the 5-minute, if we can bounce off, now that we're above the 200, we need to bounce off the 200, carry it up, and get the 13 to move. Eventually the 48 will follow. So yeah, we just need to keep that momentum up. I had stated 24.50, 24.60 closing price. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we keep these gains and keep working our way upward. We do have an ascending channel right now. If you look at the 13, if we keep drawing the 13 out, that'll be a nice run into close. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So we do have a little bit of crypto housekeeping to go over here. I did derp. Let me get in here. That's why it's nice having Weeble on my phone also, because I can go in and look at stuff without actually having my account stuff up there. Okay, so let's go in. We have to update what is our average now on Shib? Because we keep. That's another thing. I want to be honest with everyone in here, and that's why of course it's good to hear about the wins people make, people making money or anything. But I'm also I'm also good enough to, if I have a losing trade, I'm going to let y'all know, hey, yeah, I entered this, didn't work out. Here's what, here's my analysis on what I did wrong. Or in this case, I may have done something wrong, but I also was right in recognizing the reversion and not. This is the second time in the past few weeks where I've recognized a trade going wrong on me, and I've gotten out of it before my stop loss hit. So it's nice that I'm still keeping my old analysis up, and the trade before, the first one that I got out from before when I recognized the loss, that was straight old analysis. This is using the 1348 and getting in, using my old analysis to confirm, realizing that it is not a good trade, and exiting. So I'm still gonna. I still might rely on my old analysis for exit, but for entry, it's looking, it's doing pretty good so far. Now let's see. So we are. Let's get that in the center. We are now at 3270. Oh, no, I want to grab the line. 3271. Oh. Y'all know me. It has to be the right number. Okay, I can't expand it. I wish I could just click on this and just type in the number I want. That would make things so much easier. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Tell me, is this like super amusing when I'm sitting there like, no, I gotta move it just a bit. No. He's going completely mod. Yeah, they need to add that into where. There we go, 1371 or 3271. So yeah, that is my new average on Shib. So creeping up on getting back towards even here. And our other main crypto, our other active crypto, being Doge. So we'll go in on Doge, and we are now, we have dropped below the 15-cent mark on Doge. Come on. And what do we got here? We've got, our new average is 1475. Let's see if we have an easier time here. Oh, there it was. Really? 1 cent off. There we go. 1475. So there's our new average on Doge. Just coming down just a little bit on the average. But that's part of averaging down is if you're close, you shouldn't be averaging up or down too much. AMC, get back over. Okay, so we are coming back down. Looks like we are starting to move through that 200 on the 5-minute. The key that I've been hearing is on the 4 hour, recapture and move above the 13, hold above the 48. Just looking to it came down some to 22.6 cents on Doge. Hey, yeah, that's averaging down, and I think I've got it going pretty good right now with how I'm averaging down. Whenever I've got notifications turned on, so whenever there is a 5% downward move on Doge, I step in and grab another 100 coins, and it's going pretty good so far. And I'm slowly growing my position. But the great thing is that those purchases of Doge, they're only like 14 cents right now. or $14 for 100 coins. So all that is, it's coming out of the regular buying power that I have, coming out of the regular position, or yeah, the buying power on the brokerage. So not doing too bad. It's allowing me to slowly grow that. And if Doge turns around, starts running, gets up, 26 cents, and immediately double my position. So that that's always nice. Or 30 cents, because where I'm at right now, y'all know what I'm saying. So I am looking. Ford is coming down. I kind of want to look at the option chain here. I don't see Riptide in here, but do we have any other of our Ford people in here? Doge about 32 cents. Yeah, that's hey Paul, I was around 32 cents on Doge also. I just I worked my way down. I bought those dips. I bought some huge dips to get down that low. And now I'm just working towards, working on adding to that position. So Ford, how are we looking? I don't like the looks of that for tomorrow. I was looking at some cash secured puts on Ford. I wanted to have a look and see how the premium was. The problem is that Ford is currently right there at $17. These expire tomorrow. Just not a. It's too late in the week to get in, and I don't. Just in case I see some really good moves tomorrow, I don't want to tie up. I don't want to tie up my capital for, potentially a $2 gain. Not worth it. Today, Simon is in Laos. Yeah, Simon in Laos. Hey, Pug, how's it going, man? Welcome back. I was there forever, Paul, but was able to get some 11-cent dips. Yeah, that's and that's why I'm playing those dip indicators, because I'm close enough to where the price actually is right now, to where 5% dips. Those are fairly close to where I'm at. I would love to. Well, I shouldn't say that I would love, because if I wanted to get down in that range, that means that the position's worth a lot less. If it goes down there, dips, and then comes back up, yeah, that'll work. I'll take that all day. Oh, let's see if we get any banner news going on right now. Skills is down, Tilray down, Tesla pausing solar roof installation. Rivian tripled workforce. Yeah, not really seeing anything standing out. I don't have faith in Doge. I'm not buying. Yeah, that's and see, that's part of the thing. Invest what you're comfortable in the position you're comfortable. So yeah, if you have no confidence in Doge, yeah, don't. PLNT. Are you talking Palantir? You've got 5 letters there. PLNTR. I don't have. Do you mean PLTR? I see the N in there, but that's five letters. I'm not sure if that's. No, wait a minute. Why did that come up? I'm not asking to write an order. Hang on, give me a second here. I don't know what was going on there. PLTR. That was weird. It brought up the order on the side. I was like, what? Yeah, yeah, I saw it in, I know I've watched Palantir quite a bit, so when I saw the PLTR, I'm like, oh, okay, that must be what he's looking at there. So let's see on the 5 minute. Little bit of pullback on the day. On the 4 hour long term. I'm not sure. It might be Palantir might be coming on a little bit of a pullback, maybe. The 48 did cross the 200, so that's definitely bullish. It might just be cooling off right now before it decides to go on another run. Looking at it on the 4 hour. Yeah, but I was in Palantir before. It was actually part of my long-term portfolio, but at the time it was. It did not have. It doesn't have dividends, so I actually cleared out. I cleared out my non-dividend stocks just because right now with I was looking to start the Cobra and the Viper, getting those running together, and it just I needed to generate capital. They weren't because they're not generating dividends. They're not bringing in either monthly or quarterly revenue of their own. The stock was trading downward, so I just got out of that position. It wasn't a good fit at the time. I'll probably later on go back in and pick those up again later. And we have a new ticker that we're tracking, Ape, because ApeCoin got listed on Webull. I got notification last night. I got an email telling me, so looks like I don't know when it got picked up on here, but I wanted to see how far it pulls back because there's always a possibility of, because more people have access to it, it really starting to pump up. But with crypto pulling back in general, I just kind of wanted to put it on here just to watch it and see what's going on. I don't know if I'll ever get in on it, but I figured might as well throw it on here. Just a couple little points of data. Reason why I like it is because request from Palantir to create a particular thing. Yep, I saw a lot of those, and it was I think that came up as part of a defense spending bill, to where they actually got a huge pump because of that. Yeah, so whenever I go on crypto, it gives me the buying thing right there. That's odd. Yeah, it might have been added to Coinbase recently, Pug. Or not Pug, Toad. But yeah, we'll get back on AME, get back on the 5. AMC pulling back. I still think that 2450, 2460, I still think that's on the table for closing today. I don't want it to be. I want to be wrong and for, AMC to start ripping to the moon. But I was just kind of looking at how the market was kind of fluttering, and I anticipated, so we had this second run up, and this was my exit from my calls. I anticipated, I was looking to see another ramp down after, and just kind of doing waves into close. I don't know why, but I just saw the first bull and next bull a little bit lower, kind of like a reverse cup and handle, the large cup with the smaller handle, and I thought it just might have started to work its way downward with a little bit of push later on in the day. So anyone else have good plays going on right now? I am looking, I'm looking for some some medium to long range plays, and by that I mean I'm looking for plays that can be executed like a week out maybe. Ford on the 5's a downward trend, broke through the 300 on the 4. Coming down to 13 on the 4, Going to be hitting the 48 on the 4 real soon. Flattening out on the daily. Of course, daily it is starting to reach. No, RSI still in the center there. Yeah, not really sure what Ford. I'm not even sure Ford knows what it wants to do right now. Oh, what do we get going on? Got all kinds of notifications coming through. So the real question on AMC, it is coming down to test that 48 again. And I'm wondering, we got to see how well the 48 holds up here. If we can bounce off that and reclaim the 13, AMC could go on to, go on a pretty decent run into closing hours, into power hour. But, it's important thing is, when, especially if you're using the 1348, make sure you know the rules. If you're playing any kind of options, make sure you're analyzing the risk. Make sure you know where your risk is. Stop losses are a great thing, and have an exit plan. Like I said, I had two different exit plans for that block of 10. If it had a nice, confident, aggressive upward run, I would have let it run to about 40%. I would have sold 7 out of 10 contracts and let the other 3 ride. Because I did not get an aggressive upward movement, I took the cautious route and said, okay, 10% profit. That's good for me. I'll exit and wait for the next trade. So have a trading plan and be flexible on it. You're not going to get your perfect strikes and everything. I saw that it wasn't moving up aggressive. That's why I just went in and set my sell order at 10% and said, okay, that's where I'll call it good for the day. And pretty much, going into, I'll keep an eye on it going into closing hours and after hours and look and see what's going on and, plan out the next day. That's, the great thing is if you preserve your capital or if you capture gains, you've got another day in the market. You can come back tomorrow, see if there's anything you can learn from the previous trade and apply that to your next trade. SPY just getting pushed down. They're all getting the breaks through the 13. They all broke through the 13 and just continuing downward. Yeah, I don't. AMC, GameStop's still green on the day, but same thing. They're following that trend. GameStop has broken through the 13 on the way to the 48. AMC broke through the 13. They're testing the 48 right now, so it'd be interesting to see if we catch that bounce and upward movement and can get back above the 200. The thing is, we've got to get the 13 moving above the 200 and continue upward movement. That will drag the 48 up, and once a 48 crosses the 200, then we can really start to see momentum building to the high side. And even if we just capture the 200 before close, or right around close, and hold the 200, the important thing is taking us into Friday. Now, of course, Friday, options expiring. It has potential to be the Wild West, especially at open. There, that high volatility, all the orders coming in from after hours and pre-market hours, all those coming in. There's going to be a ton of volatility. And anyone, if you're wondering about the potential of, gamma squeezes, any kind of. Just finished speaking, so hopefully things will go back up now. Yeah, kind of funny how funny how the market just responds to things like that. If you look though, we were on the call side of the house. We have no contract. The 20s are close, but we have no contracts in the money over 5 digits. The 25, that is going to be an important level tomorrow because that is our first heavy hitter we've got coming up for calls. 12,400. Other than that, you have to go all the way down to 20. Those $5 increments, you have to go all the way down. And a lot of that could be because they're adding all these 50-cent increments in. Oh, I'll grab my drink here. They're adding a lot of 50-cent increments in, which is, diluting the levels and making it a little bit blurry, if that makes sense. There's not as much concentration of contracts. Your dollar increments are still overpowering your 50-cent increments till you get down 2050. So depending upon when they open, we bounced over. Depending upon when they open those up. But yeah, there's no real strong concentration till you get to the 25 mark, and we've got another one up at the 28 mark. If we can get back up to 28, that'll be great. The 30 people were playing. People are playing the 30s aggressive. Those are the ones that I look at. The ones that I entered into last week, they were the 30s for the 14th, and the ones that I played today, those were the 30s for the 22nd. So people like the 30s. I do it too. I gravitated towards those. Those, they had a good price to them, and the returns on them were pretty good. So that's why I played them. The real thing is start looking towards next week's options. See what we got here. Now, if that's not bad, that's not a bad price right there for the 2550s. We're not too far off of it. Theta 17 though. Yeah, still potential on those to do pretty good. Those are a little bit close for my taste. If I was going to look at some super short term, so you got to get back around the 28s here to. So I've been one thing I've been looking at lately. One thing I've been looking at is. And this is one of the things that Short the Vix was talking about making contracts free. If you purchase 4 and if you exit 3 of them at 40% profit, you've made the 4th one free. So it's 100. It's complete profit on that. So I've been kind of looking when I'm looking at. Those are too close. When I'm looking at the prices of the contracts, I'm looking to see based on where everything is. Okay, what can I get for $1,000? Because it's a nice round number to think of, and that way your percentages, it's easy to calculate profits in your head. If you're playing $100, 20%, $120. If you're playing $1,000, 20%, $1,200. So if you're playing around with those numbers and you try and if you can play those. It kind of makes it easier calculating your profits and figuring your exit points out. Released barrels of oil from strategic reserves said they may tax unused oil permits on lands. On public lands to get them up to. All right, let's have a look here. Okay, didn't really hit them. Didn't really hit them. I don't remember the ticker. Oh, CVX. Oh, CVX, yeah. A little bit of pullback on them. I'm trying to think who else. Does that trade on our market? I don't think that's the... No, that's the wrong ticker. I don't think that's on the American... Yeah, okay. I don't know who owns BP. I was gonna, kind of, if they're talking oil, look and see what the oil market's doing. So AMC bounced off the 48, coming back up, trying to test the 13. That's definitely a good sign. That 26 is real nice, though. That was good to hear. New intraday high. Who all do we still have in the chat? I see Pug and Cassie. Toto's in here a bit. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything interesting. If anyone has any plays they want to look at, we can certainly do that. Yep, Pugnatius still in the house. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, nothing. Paul 8883 or Claybro 8883. I wonder. Want to have a look here. Options. Cash secure. No. First of all, they only have monthlies. Second, their prices aren't that good. Prices aren't that good on their monthlies. Just trying to see if there are any ways to, grab some easy cash for tomorrow. Ooh. This is one I hold. Medical Property Trust. Saying there's a bullish signal, but they're actually up for the day. I mean, yeah, it looks. If you look at the downward cross, the 13 crossing the 48, it is trending downward a bit. I don't know about a full-on bearish. Yeah, you look at it on the 30, it's still moving upward nicely. The 48's fixing to claim the 200. Daily 13 coming back up. Past 3 days, it's closed over the 200 on the daily. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Sorry, Benghazi, but for now, that's a miss. Don't trust it. Let's go with Molinado, since we have it hanging out up here. Not a lot of excitement. I thought I saw CVS. Nope. Nope, they're on a downward trend. Yeah, nothing is nothing really standing out. PROG's not doing too bad. Granted, my PROG position right now is microscopic. Was hoping for Mullen Rockets, but kind of boring. Yeah, it is kind of boring today. You know, it's one that I track on here. I'm not actually in it, but I know the potential. I see the numbers all the time on it. But if you looking at it, you know, yesterday, yeah, people were crushing it yesterday, and today it just kind of, I'm here. Yeah, no real excitement. What's that one? RVN? Riven? Riven. I'm not sure, Tinker. It's one of the EV companies. Just kind of wondering how the sector's doing. I know usually when people are in, you know, one EV play or another, they kind of pay attention to the whole group. So even that is a really great feeling. So yeah, AMC is down. What do we got here? Down 3% on the day. The good news is, because I was able to turn those contracts quickly, I'm actually up 1.5% on the day overall on my portfolio. So I'll take 1.5% every day. Let's go in. Okay, we're on AMC options. Check those bull puts out for next week. Bull puts 8 days out. What are we looking at here? That is insane. Oh my god. Those stand a chance of really making some good money. I don't feel like actually mathing right now. We are going to look at... Are we on auto? Oh, with one. That's why, okay, those are $1. I was looking at those, I'm like, why do those look so good? Okay, there we go. More realistic now. We got the 50-cent increments on. I got it set for auto now, so just whatever contracts it shows, it'll automatically go. But yeah, I was looking at those. I'm like, wait a minute, $22 on a 50-cent a 50-cent collateral. I mean, like that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah. So the 1950 20s, those are right about 20% profit if you entered and closed those. Which isn't bad. When's the last time we got... I say it isn't bad, but if I enter into these, y'all know what would happen. Because the market's out to get every single one of us. Where are we at before this run? Yeah. Still a little too close. I figured I'd give it a look. Oh, one thing I did want to address, and this is, this is from coming over from Clay's channel. We all know that there is someone in there who, rightfully so, does get himself timed out from occasionally. if someone is in there and they're acting the fool and they get timed out, and especially someone who it's questionable whether or not they're instigating stuff. If they get timed out, show a little bit of tact. Don't if you're sitting there talking a lot of smack about them and belittling them, and they can't even respond to it. If they come back in, they can come back in. They can come back in pissed, and all of a sudden everyone thinks that they're throwing up attitude. But so, if they get timed out and they come back in cool about it, let them be. But if you're sitting there, they get timed out, and all of a sudden everyone's just talking smack. Oh yeah, that loser. This, whatever it may be. Try and have a little bit of tact, have a little bit of respect. If they get timed out, let them come back in. If they've calmed down, that's great. If they're still acting the fool, time them out again. But if they can't even defend themselves in chat because they're timed out and their messages don't come through, then if it happened to me, I know when I came back in, I'd be upset with everyone, and I'd probably pop off at some people on there. If people are sitting there, regardless of the situation, even if their actions aren't warranted, time them out. When they come back in, they either have learned their lesson or they get timed out again. But let's try and be a little bit, be the bigger people, be respectful, and if they keep it up, then take steps from there. But yeah, it's hey, Redline, welcome. Toad, I try to communicate with him. I don't want him to think everyone is against him. He'll become more... Toad, that is exactly it. Especially, like I said, if everyone's sitting there, ragging on them when they can't even defend themselves, yeah, they're going to come back defensive and aggressive. Yeah, that is exactly it. So, yeah, just, we're all over there having a good time. And, yeah, it is... When somebody gets timed out for whatever reasons, yeah, it does. It's good to see the wrenches. Everyone doing their job. I blocked them. Hopefully, the mods keep an eye out if they don't chase. Yeah. Yeah, but that's exactly it, and that's the thing. If you have a wrench, be respectful about it. Especially if you have a wrench and you time someone out. Try not to be all braggy and smug about it, because that looks bad on the channel. Could you imagine how many new viewers in there see someone get timed out and don't know the situation, and all of a sudden the mods are laughing and joking, haha, yeah. The abuse of wrench is real. I mean, how does that look to someone new coming into the channel, and they see that the mods in here are laughing and joking about abusing their wrenches and kicking people out? So yeah, just if you have a wrench, certainly you have an obligation to Clay's channel to be respectful and not abuse that wrench. Hey, Grains, welcome. Grains, there's a person who had gotten timed out. There have been issues in the past, and I just, y'all know me by now. I am about respect. So, try and be respectful. And if you don't, if you don't have a wrench but you got a green name, you're still, this is our community. Especially, it's our community, it's Clay's channel. Be respectful. And if somebody does get timed out, don't try to avoid feeding the situation and making it worse. Oh, not much, Grains. We're not too far away from wrapping up the midday here. At the beginning of the stream, I went over, if you see the title, 100% win rate. Yesterday, I had my first losing trade. It was a losing trade, but potentially was not a bad trade because I recognized what was going on and exited promptly and did not take a huge loss on it. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on, Grains. I just I took a small little $40 loss yesterday, and today I captured about a $250 gain. So the 1348's working for me right now. I just gotta make sure I'm paying attention to the rules. I don't have a wrench or a green name. It's all about fun and respect. Yeah, that's oh goodness. I was neglecting my duties as host. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I want to thank everyone who came in here. So took a little bit of time out of the midday. We had Bucky Barnes, also known as 1111 Mr. Simon, Shredda Cassie, Josh, Toad, Paul. Looking through here, making sure I don't miss anyone. Pugnacious, Redline Sean, and looks like Grains. So yeah, thank you everyone for taking a little bit of time out of the day. I tried to be nice, forget it, but they come in, talk. Yeah, that's yeah, and that is definitely worthy of a timeout on there. But I want to thank everyone who came by, hung out with me on the midday. Let's see how we go into closing. I still have my prediction of 2450 to 2460 on AMC. That would be a bit of a pullback here, but if it's done healthily, if it's a healthy pullback, there's nothing wrong with that. But I would like it to continue upward trending into closing. So I will see y'all back over there, and of course tomorrow we'll do it again and see how much more see how good of a day we have, see how we close out the week, see how much money we all make. So thank you very much for joining me, and from me to you, I wish you good health and good trades.